G'day, Josh here, back with a very exciting Chess Rush video. You may notice just next to me right here, you can see that squad clash. I am back on the early access server. This is not the public server, and squad clash is now a playable mode. So I am actually going to jump into a custom room. Let me grab that ID real quick, and I'm actually going to get some early access squad clash gameplay happening. Okay, we have joined a custom squad clash room. You can see that we are split up currently into team 1 and team 2, just waiting on a few more people to jump into the early access server so that we can get a squad clash game going. I really don't know how this works outside of the basic overview that we were already able to see in the live version of the game, in that units will be shared. They'll reinforce your fellow squad mates. I believe what that means is if I was matched up with an opponent and I beat the opponent and had 3 heroes left, then those 3 heroes would randomly reinforce my teammates, but I'm not 100% sure on that. We will have to jump into this gameplay and see. So I'm actually going to cut the video right here, and I'll be back in a second when we're loading into this game. Okay, we are in the squad clash custom room. We have a few players here on the early access server, and we've filled the rest of the spots up with bots. And we're going to jump in, and I'm going to get my very first taste of just what squad clash looks like. And get to bring some of that excitement and early preview content to all of you. I cannot wait. I'm very excited. Here we go. We're loading into Squad Clash for the very first time. You can see here that we have a couple of humans and a couple of bots on each team. This is just a custom room. The game of this mode, of course, isn't yet available in the live version of the game, but it is coming very, very soon. All right, so the first thing I've noticed on the right-hand side, we have a very clear division of teams. Blue is my team and red is the opponent's team. We have 500 health, a shared health pool of 500. I can see what all of my teammates and I can see what all of the opponents are doing, just like regular Chess Rush. We can bring out the regular Chess Rush overview to get a breakdown of more information. And here we go, jumping into our first battle. I'm very curious to see what this looks like. I'm sure that the reinforcements won't be that exciting in the early creep stages, but as we start advancing to PvP rounds, it will get more and more exciting. So everyone wraps up the creep stage at basically the same time. We get some items there as well. Ooh, a couple of beasts there. Kind of want all of that. What will I grab here? I will grab... The Marsh Lord is very strong. We'll throw the Marsh Lord in. Now, in terms of economy, what have we got here? At the start of each round, we're getting a basic income of 4 crystals. And then it says below, basic amount of mana crystals is given every round, and 10% of your current mana crystals is given as bonus. For each win, you will get bonus mana crystals for every hero survived. You and your squad members will get 1 mana crystal for every 10 health lost as well. So that is quite interesting. But what we really want to see is just how the PvP rounds work. So we're very, very close to that. Getting a few more items. I probably should grab that second Ice Tusk while we're in there. I'll grab the Hog Rider and the Punisher too. Why not? Just in case we can get some pairs. Oh, we have another Marsh Lord. I might actually sell the Nightingale to grab that Stalker Drone. And that gives us 3 Hunters. And I'm actually going to sell off both of our Ice Tusks. Not the best play, but just to get a super early, strong combo in. Now, of course, we've got too many units in, so we're going to take the Marsh Lord out. So we've got 2 Riders, 3 Hunters. Let's get a little corner strategy going to protect our squishy Hunters in the back line. Just looking at some other boards. All right, let's see how we do in this very first creep round. Oh, already up against a 2-star Glutton that has moved straight in and started destroying my Hunters in the back line. So we may actually lose our very first PvP in squad mode. Here we go. How are we looking on this? We're probably not going to win here either. Oh, it looks like we're matched up against the same person. I wonder if that is always going to be the case. And there's the reinforcement. Look at that. You saw that Hunter drop in. And unfortunately, we were not able to get the win even with the reinforcement. And you can see there, then the enemy's reinforcement dropped into this battle as well. So this is really quite interesting. Let's go ahead and grab another couple of duplicates. We're kind of close to leveling something up, but I'm just going to hold off at this stage. So once I had died, the two heroes that were still alive that had just beaten me then went and started taking on another one of my squad mates. So it is what my initial suspicion was, that let's say I was to win my battle, the heroes that I still had remaining would randomly join one of my squad mates that is still in a fight, which is really, really interesting. We may be in trouble here too, as we still don't have a 2-star hero. Ooh, the critical hits from the Stalker drone are coming in very big though, and we're actually going to win this one, and now we get to see what happens with my heroes. So they all take off and they've joined in on this battle here. Oh, we've got a double reinforcement. My heroes actually died off pretty quickly because they were all low HP. Oh, there is an enemy reinforcement though. So at the end, it's all going to come down to one player's board. The last remaining survivor on each team. We'll definitely 2-star that, and we'll grab the Glutton because that is a 2. We might actually level here. Just be a little bit aggressive. Throw the Glutton out. We're now looking at, or probably should equip some items too. Hey, let's go ahead and do that. Let's give our Unicorn Cavalier the Shocking Dagger. We will give the Stalker Drone. Actually, no, I'm not sure that he does magical damage. Don't think she does either. That's magic damage. We'll equip the staves on Glutton, and we'll give Glutton the tome. No, we can't give him the tome. Everyone else has a passive, so we'll just hold off on that for now. Let's see if we can continue the winning streak. We are winning on health at the moment, which is very, very nice. Are we going to survive on our board? Possibly not. In fact, those look at all the enemy reinforcements coming in. Unfortunately, they have absolutely destroyed us, and we definitely lost that round. So in each round, one team will survive, which is really, really interesting, as all the reinforcements, all the surviving heroes shift between boards. And you can see there that we did actually do all right in the end there. All right, couple more doubles there. We will actually spin one time in the hope that we can get another 2-star, and there it is. Now I wonder, I might actually lock that lineup because I'd really like that Demon Rider as we continue going here. You can see that we're still not getting any interest because we don't have any multiple of 10 mana crystals at this stage. The game is currently tied, 476 health apiece. How are we looking if we compare everybody here? So I believe we should be the top half and the enemy is the bottom half. That appears to be correct. So it's interesting that some of our, I'm still figuring this out. So we win there, and then we jump across to the AI number 3 and we reinforce his board. Now 2-star riders are putting in a lot of work, which is great. In fact, all the 2-star units should be enough to win this one, even against that Stalker drone. And another reinforcement comes in and we do win that one there. So even though I might lose my individual battle, we can still win as a team if the reinforcements work out just right. Now, as far as I'm aware, it is totally random. Let's go ahead and grab that, that Scourge while we're thinking of it. We're very close to leveling, but we will just hold on to our mana crystals for now. We're not going to grab anything else that's in a store just yet. That's interesting. I wonder why I can't change the... That may just be because it's the early access server, why I can't actually change the position of my heroes on the bench. Alright, so once again, we should win this one. I think we have the stronger build at this point in time. So we're going to beat up on the player 7, which is one of the bots. So we deal player 7 8 damage, which goes to their total life pool. And then we start reinforcing on player 3's board, another bot, one of our bots this time. Oh, enemy reinforcements coming in. So now player 3 has lost. And all of those reinforcements, if there's another match, are going to jump onto this board. Ooh, that's tough. So Tofu lost there as well. Ooh, a 2-star Stalker drone will help. And now we'll actually go and level again. We'll go ahead and put another rider out at this stage. We will do... Oh, that's why I couldn't move units, because I was trying to swap them, because in... Okay, we can actually change that right here. Drag to switch position. There we go. I hadn't adjusted that in the settings. Of course, I'd totally forgotten about that. Let's give Scourge that Forbidden Tome. So you can see here what some of the players are building. We have a slight lead in terms of the value of our build at this point in time. So that should help us maintain a decent win streak. Yes, I think we're going to win this one, no worries. And we're going to have quite a few reinforcements. They're going to jump into Tofu, onto Tofu's board. You can see all of our reinforcements drop in and we win that one quite easily. So reinforcing is really important. Winning your battle is really important because then you're potentially dealing your heroes potentially dealing damage multiple times to the opponent's squad. And you can see that we actually lost that one as enemy reinforcements joined that battle as well. What else can we start looking at building here? The werewolf is a strong individual unit, so I'm going to pick that up. Now we are on a win streak here, so what I'm going to do is actually level really aggressively just to try and maintain our win streak. Going to position like that, little corner position, and we'll see what this does for us. We're matched up against a bot, so we should win this one. And then you can also, I notice the reinforce animation when other teammates are reinforcing. You can see that on the right hand side on the leaderboard. You'll see that we now jump to, there we go, reinforcement appeared as I was jumping to player 3's board, letting everybody know that I was now reinforcing someone else. Unfortunately, that didn't work out as well that time around. More enemy reinforcements jumped in at the end there as well, so that was definitely going to be a loss. All right, there's another 2-star, and there's a 4th rider as well. I also want to grab that Kraken as she's a very strong individual unit. I might actually sell off that werewolf now. Let's go ahead and... I'm going to give up the undead buff to get the 4 rider buff. 4 riders is quite strong, especially at this stage of the game. And then when we level up again, I'll put the glutton back out to get that undead combo back. Now we are still winning just. We're 10 health ahead, 428 to 418. I do have another Forbidden Tome that I can equip. Let's go ahead and give that to Scourge. Now, who are we reinforce? Actually, all the battles have ended this time around, except, yep, no, they're all done. So we didn't actually have time to reinforce anyone. There is another Scourge. That's fantastic. There's another Hunter. We could actually consider going for 6 Hunter, 4 Rider now that we have that Kraken as well. And at this stage, we will just hold on, just be patient. So the duplicates... So maybe I don't want to put Glutton back in at this stage. I'm not entirely sure what we'll do yet, whether we go that Hunter option or not. But I'm very curious to find out a little bit more about... So, okay, our income now is a basic income of +5. Now, we're currently on 428. So, theoretically, if we lose 10 health here, we should also get an extra crystal income, if I'm remembering that correctly or understanding that correctly. This is a little bit closer, this one. We are up against another human this time around, and I'm not sure that we're going to win, actually. Will we get reinforcements in time? No, it doesn't happen. And enemy reinforcements, lots of enemy reinforcements. So I think we are going to take a significant chunk of damage here. And our crystals just went up from 2 to 3. So that actually happens as you lose 10 health. It happens live in game that you gain the 1 crystal per 10 health loss. We just gained another crystal there as well. So that's really interesting. There is a 2-star Scourge. That's fantastic. And you can see now that we've reached the threshold that we're going to be getting interest. I'm not going to do anything else at this stage. We will just wait there. We will scout our opponents and see what everybody is up to. There's a few cyborg engineers happening. 6 warriors. Ooh, that's interesting. Down the bottom, that's going to be tough. 6 warriors is a very strong combo. We have a 3-star unit already. That's a 3-star Misfortune, if I'm not mistaken. Miss Supersonic, not Misfortune. I got that one a little bit wrong. I knew what I meant in my mind. But we're going to get the win anyway. And this is going to be a lot of reinforcements. A lot of damage that we just dealt as well. And we reinforce here. Another serious amount of damage. Lots of enemy reinforcements on this one, though. So that is definitely a big loss for us, unfortunately. We are still winning, though. 400 to 372. So we're looking like we're in a pretty good position. Now, I may actually... Although we are not on a big win streak at this stage, so I might not level so aggressively. We might try and build a little bit more of an economy. Now, I just want to refresh what this says. For each win, you will get bonus mana crystals for every hero survived. So winning is definitely important. There's a very unique economy in this squad mode in that you're not necessarily getting crystals the same way you do in other modes. You're getting crystals by winning, you're getting crystals by taking damage, but obviously one of those involves you losing health and the other one involves the enemy losing health. So winning is the main way to go. So it might actually be okay to spend quite aggressively on leveling and getting 2-star heroes to make sure that you do continue to win and earn crystals that way. So we're currently on 22 as we just lost some health, but then we just dealt some damage and we went up to 25. So I think we dealt 16 damage there. I'm not entirely sure how many heroes we had left, but we earned 3 crystals. So let's say we had 6 heroes left, so maybe that's a crystal for every 2 heroes at this stage of the game, which is quite good. There's another rider. We will grab him for now. We can actually sell off the Glutton, as I do have an undead rider with Calamity out there. We're getting... Actually, I might just level here and throw Kraken out because she is such a strong individual unit. I'll hang on to the Templar Knight. He is quite good, but until we've 2-starred him, I might keep him on the bench. There is another Warlock there, so we'll pick that Goblin Warlock up, just in case we want to look at getting that Warlock buff. And in fact, now that we've got Kraken out there as a hunter, maybe we can... Oh, Stalker Drone is a 2-star though. I could potentially replace Kraken with the Voodoo Elder. That would give me both Warlock and also Goblin buff. Kraken does have a very solid ability though. Oh, here we are. We're up against some reinforcements here. Coming in. Can we withstand the reinforcements? Multiple waves of reinforcements. We're doing quite well though. It will be tough to overcome that 3-star Miss Supersonic. Stalker Drone put up a big fight, but we do take a little bit of damage there. We don't really want any of that at this stage, so let's go ahead and actually make that change. We don't have to spend any crystals here, of course. It is a creep round, so we can just be patient. Let's go ahead and equip some armor there, and the stars, we will split those between some... this is magic damage, no, it's regular damage. So we might just give 2 there, 2 to the Marsh Lord and 1 to the Voodoo Elder. Now, I'm not sure if reinforcements happen on creep rounds. My guess is that it doesn't actually. I didn't notice it in the first 2 and I wasn't paying enough attention at round 10, but I believe that reinforcements won't happen during creep rounds yet. Now, that appears to be it. You just either win or lose on your own merit when you are versing the creeps, which kind of makes sense because you're not actually playing against a direct opponent in the creep rounds. So reinforcements do just happen during the creep rounds. What we're going to do now is... We're so close to leveling, we might just wait there actually. We might just hold off for a little bit. We do have more items to equip though, so let's go ahead and do that. We can give another tome to Calamity there. How are we looking in terms of our overall build now? Oh, we are actually losing in terms of health now. You can see that we've moved to the bottom half of the overview board here, but it's very close. We're only 5 health down. Can we get a win on our board? That's in terms of, as far as I can tell, in terms of the way this game is going to go, if you ensure that you win on your board, that's going to be the best way to help your team out. So we definitely do. We get some nice income there, as well as dealing a ton of damage. Our reinforcements here are not going to be enough, I don't think. Although, do we reinforce? No, it's just the one battle that's still going. So we do lose that battle. As more, oh no, we get more friendly reinforcements coming in at the last minute, but it's not going to be enough. But at least we don't lose that by as much. So we're now actually once again back in the lead by 3 health. This is very, very close. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get level to 9 and start spinning a little bit more aggressively, because what we're looking for now is Shakaraka, the legendary hunter, and that with the forest breath on my bench would actually give me 6 hunters. So let's continue to spin. There's a 2-star famine, which is fantastic. Actually, there is a 6th hunter. It's not the one I necessarily wanted, but it is a 6th hunter. There is a legendary warlock too. I may actually pick up that legendary warlock. In fact, I think I do. We'll replace the Voodoo Elder with the Void Doom, as it's a much stronger individual unit. Are we going to win this? I'm not sure that we are, to be honest. I think, oh, we get friendly reinforcements. That was very, oh, 2 waves of friendly reinforcements, guaranteeing the win on our board. Fantastic. And then I'm able to reinforce here, but we do lose there. So this is where it gets interesting. Because the reinforcements do appear to be random, you can get lucky or unlucky with the way that reinforcements turn out. So let's now sell off the Voodoo Elder and put Void Doom in. We can give him the Spellbane Staff there as well. I'm also going to spin... Well, actually, can we get... Who do we have to take out to get the... Do we take out 2 riders to get 6 hunters? Let's do it. But we probably want to keep the undead. So, oh, that didn't take. I got it in a little bit too late. We'll have to make that change in a second. And I do need to work on positioning a little bit, but we do now have 6 hunters, 2 warlock, 2 riders, and a demon because we have Scourge. And we're going to win this one quite handily. You can see there 16 damage being dealt, so we're getting very close to bringing down our enemy to half of their original health. That was a big one, 36 damage, wow. Our reinforcements on this board are also going to result in another win. So we actually, did we win across the board? No. One of our bots did actually lose, but everyone else actually won, which was fantastic. Let's continue to look for Shakaraka if we can, the legendary. Definitely grab another Void Doom. All right, we will just hold there. Let's fix our positioning up just a little bit. We'll put those there. All right, that's fine for now. We want to keep that sort of box formation. I am going to sell off these 2 riders as we're not using them at this stage. I may still use Templar Knight. Actually, no, I probably won't, to be honest. Let's sell him off as well. Let's give that dagger upgrade to the Stalker drone. And let's see, how many wins are we on now? 3 wins. Let's see if we can maintain this win streak. Oh no, without reinforcements, we're going to be in a big world of hurt. So we do get taken down. We get dealt a lot of damage. And these reinforcements, look at that. We got absolutely wiped. Losses across the board by that reinforcement wave, essentially, that was moving through. Misfortune is actually a really interesting one at this point in time, because we could replace both a hunter and a warlock, but I don't think we need her, so we'll leave her where she is. We're not going to spend any crystals until after the crystal crocs. And then let's see if we can potentially get to level 10 soon. That will help with our hunt for finding a legendary, as it will actually take our chances up to 4% from 3%. So that will help in finding Shakaraka, who we definitely want to replace one of the cheaper hunters with. Let's equip those items as well. Let's look for more Krakens as well. If we can get Kraken a 2-star, that will be really, really big for us. So we are still winning by 19 health currently. It is very close. Oh no, I totally forgot that we'd given up our hunter buff with by selling Hog Rider. Because he is a rider, I forget that he's also a hunter. All right, so I guess we replace Scourge, so we keep our Hunter buff. So we keep our 2 Rider buff. We'll possibly change that shortly. Ooh, there's a couple of Gurus. I definitely want those. Yeah, losing, that's probably why we lost so much last round, actually. I'm so focused on trying to figure out just how reinforcements work that I'd made a pretty basic mistake of taking off one of the key combo pieces. So it looks like we're going to get back on the winners board here. Enemy reinforcements, and there's a lot of them, but we get some friendly reinforcements at the same time. Are we going to be able to clutch out this win? Yes, we were able to withstand the wave of enemy reinforcements because we had friendly reinforcements arrive at the same time. Let's use Guru to 2-star that now. We'll also use the Guru on that Void Doom, as he's very, very strong. I'm going to sell off Scourge and continue searching at this stage. We don't actually need to get to level 10 as quick as I'd thought. It just would be very nice to find that Shakaraka. There's another Forest Breath. One more spin. Okay, we will actually lock that because that's some very nice pieces in that shop, and we want all of them. Well, not all of them, but we want the Kraken and we want the Guru, definitely. All right, how are we looking on this board here? Looks like we're possibly going to lose this one, although Void Doom's ability, you can see that in the middle of the screen there, dealt a ton of damage, and we do actually get the win. But now reinforcements are arriving, multiple waves of reinforcements. We need some friendly reinforcements. Will they arrive in time? They do not. I believe we were the last. Oh no, they do arrive. There we go. Will it be enough? I don't think it will be. But even if it kills one more hero, that will reduce the damage taken. So we didn't quite win. We got very close, but we definitely took less damage. So we are up by a small margin still. And I have a feeling that we're going to finish this game without actually getting to level 10, which is totally fine. Now I am going to... Actually, the only assassin comp that I have to worry about is on my same team, so I don't have to reposition for assassins, so that's fantastic. We will continue rocking this little corner build at the moment to protect my hunters in the back line. I could actually, I might just use, no, I was a second too late. I was going to actually upgrade Forest Breath there with Guru, so we had 2-star everything, but that's okay. I don't think it's super important that we have her 2-star compared to some of our other units. So I'm feeling pretty good about our individual chances now. It's just whether we're going to be able to reinforce our teammates with enough heroes as we get enemy reinforcements arrive on our board here, but we have an overwhelming victory there. That was nice, and now we can go and reinforce here. Now, you can see there that not all of our reinforcements came in. And that's a trend that I've been noticing. So I believe that reinforcements are capped at like 2 or 3. I'm not 100% on that. This is just based on what I'm noticing as I'm playing. Keep in mind that this is my very first experience playing this squad mode. And it is a ton of fun, but there's definitely things about it that I'm still learning. There's our 2-star Forest Breath. Fantastic. So it does appear that I don't think I've ever noticed more than 2 or maybe 3 reinforcements, whether they're friendly or enemy reinforcements. So it does appear to be a random 2 or 3 reinforcements at any particular time. Which is kind of fair enough, because if I absolutely dominate on my board and have 8 units still up, that would be overwhelming if all 8 started reinforcing on my ally boards. So you see here... Yeah, I believe it was just 2 or 3. I didn't quite catch it. It might have just been 2. And obviously it wasn't enough there, and it wasn't enough there, and we've just taken a whole bunch of health. We're actually losing now 64 to 113, so this is going to require a very big comeback. You can see there that the player 3 bot is going all in on beasts, warriors, and druids and has a crazy build, and that is a bot. But at this point in time, it is not enough for us to be in the lead. We are definitely losing by, 49 points at this stage. So we need a little bit of a swing. We need things to turn around in our favor. And if I could find a few more Krakens and actually level Kraken up to 3-star, that would be really, really handy. So we're going to beat the treasure wardens. We get ourselves some more items. Let's make sure we're equipping all those items. Kraken can have some armor to help us stay alive a little bit longer. Tome on our Marsh Lord. Can we find some more Krakens in the store? That's what I'm after. That misfortune, I'm tempted, but no, we will stick with what we've got at this point in time. So it doesn't look like we're going to find anything to help us out this particular round, but that's fine. Maybe we'll have a bit more luck next round if we still survive. 64 to 113. This is going to be very, very interesting. Oh, we may lose this one. This may actually be the strongest build on the opposition's team. It's going to be very, very tough. You can see our corner build is helping keep our hunters alive, but it's not going to be enough. We need some reinforcements. A couple of reinforcements will be big, but we needed ally reinforcements, and enemy reinforcements appeared at the very wrong time. So we're down to 39 health now, 25 health. In fact, we're about to lose every match across the board, I believe. Can we win one? I'm not sure. We need some big things here. Come on, we need Joey's bomb to deal a lot, and it absolutely did. Although I think it was a draw because we ran out of time, so at least that wasn't a loss. Yes, it was a draw. So, can we get any more Krakens here? We definitely don't have a ton of currency left at this stage. 25 to 113. We didn't deal them much damage that last round. This may be the final round of this squad clash. It is certainly very, very fun and very, very interesting. It's surprisingly different to any of the other game modes so far. I was expecting it to be a little bit more similar in terms of strategy, economy to what I'm used to, but it's actually very refreshing, and it's going to require a different approach, clearly quite a different approach. And that's something I'm looking forward to wrapping my head around. We do unfortunately lose in that round. Not to worry, we do complete our first experience, and look at that, we also get to see an MVP on each team. That is a fantastic addition. I wasn't expecting that, and I really, really love it. Now that is total damage dealt. So you can see there that on our team, we were the damage leader with 151, but it was nothing on the 214 of the opposing team's MVP. That was a really fun game mode. You get your regular end of game breakdown there, and that is going to wrap up this squad clash overview. Now you can, of course, in your current game right now, you can click on the little question mark and read exactly the current breakdown. I really hope that gameplay gave you a little bit more insight as to what you can expect. That was really, really fun. I really enjoyed that. Thank you so much to Tencent for giving me access to the early preview test server and for allowing me to, or providing a couple of humans and some bots, of course, so we could get that squad clash gameplay out for you all. I really enjoyed that, and I'm hoping that next squad clash I get into, I am able to come out with the win. I'll have a few different strategies in my mind. Let me know what you think of this brand new game mode coming very soon in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any future content like early previews just like this one. And thank you so much for checking out this video.